Exploring multidimensional bodies of being human. Light,
What does it mean to be a multidimensional human being? Are we merely physical bodies wandering through space? Or is there more to our existence than meets the eye? The exploration of these questions uncovers the fascinating complexity of our human personality, a multidimensional entity shaped by a myriad of factors. Dive into the depths of personality psychology, and one encounters a spectrum of dimensions that constitute the human personality. These dimensions, often considered as traits, are characteristics that define our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. The most widely accepted model, the five-factor model, encapsulates five broad dimensions: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Openness, the first dimension, touches upon our willingness to experience new things, to be imaginative, and to appreciate different forms of art and beauty. It's the creative spark, the curiosity that drives us to think outside the box. Conscientiousness, on the other hand, is the force that keeps us grounded. It's the discipline that drives us to fulfill our duties and obligations, to be organized and methodical. It's the dimension that keeps our lives in order, ensuring we don't stray too far from the path. Extroversion, the third dimension, is the energy that fuels our social interactions. It's the desire to be around others, to be the life of the party, to thrive in social situations. It's the dimension that keeps us connected, forging bonds and relationships. Agreeableness, the fourth dimension, is the compassion that makes us human. It's the empathy that allows us to understand others, to be kind and considerate. It's the dimension that keeps us united, fostering harmony and cooperation. Lastly, neuroticism is the dimension that reflects our emotional stability. It's our response to stress, our tendency to experience negative emotions like anxiety, anger, or depression. It's the dimension that tests our resilience, challenging us to find balance. These dimensions do not exist in isolation, but are intricately intertwined. The interaction between these dimensions shapes our unique personality, influencing how we perceive the world and how we interact with it. For instance, a person with high openness and low conscientiousness might be a creative dreamer, always brimming with ideas but struggling to bring them to fruition. Moreover, our personality dimensions are not fixed, but can evolve over time. Life experiences, personal growth, and maturity can lead to shifts in our personality dimensions. The ever-changing nature of these dimensions adds another layer of complexity to our multidimensional personality. In summary, being a multidimensional human means possessing a unique blend of personality dimensions that shape our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. The five-factor model, comprising openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism, provides a comprehensive framework for understanding these dimensions. Their interaction creates our unique personality, and their evolution over time reflects our personal growth. So the next time you ponder about what it means to be human, remember that you are not just a physical entity. You are a fascinating tapestry of personality dimensions, ever-evolving, ever-changing, making you the unique, multidimensional human being you are.
Welcome, seekers of truth and enlightenment. Imagine a world where energy flows freely, where every aspect of your life is in harmony, where your physical, emotional, and spiritual selves are interconnected and aligned. This, dear friends, is the mysterious world of chakras, a world that lies within each of us, waiting to be explored and understood. Have you ever wondered about the power of the unseen energy centers in our bodies known as chakras? How they can influence our lives, our health, our happiness? How understanding them could transform our very existence? Each chakra, from the root to the crown, holds the key to a specific aspect of our life. But did you know there are more beyond these 7 well-known energy wheels? Today, we delve deeper into the realm of chakras, exploring the full spectrum of 12 magnificent energy centers. We'll uncover the mysteries of what blockages look like in these chakras and the profound impact they can have on our lives. Imagine, if you will, the cosmic connections each of these chakras has to the planets. Can you sense the vibrations, the frequencies that resonate with each chakra? Can you fathom how different diets and herbs could be tailored to enhance or balance these energy centers? But there's more. Our journey extends to the fascinating link between chakras and energy practices, crystals, and even spirit guides. Each element holds a unique relationship with our energy centers, offering a myriad of ways to heal, balance, and elevate our energy. Are you intrigued by the idea of chakras connecting with crystals? Or perhaps you're curious about the role of spirit guides in our chakra journey? We'd love to hear your thoughts, your questions, your insights. This is a space for exploration, for discovery, for learning together. Remember, the keys to understanding and harnessing the power of chakras lie within each of us. It's a journey of self-discovery, of inner peace and harmony, of spiritual growth and transformation. So, are you ready to continue this journey? To delve deeper into the world of chakras and discover the profound impact they can have on your life? Join Marcus Christolite of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness on the 4th of April for Light Body Awareness 101, all about chakras. Part 2. This live session will be a space for questions and answers, a platform for understanding, a gateway to a new realm of spiritual growth. Embrace the journey, explore the energy, experience the transformation. The world of chakras awaits you.
Thank you. Now watch this drive.
Go ahead and get yourself cozy. Start coming into this space, grounding yourself, getting your hearts open, getting your mind cleared so you can be a clear channel and vessel for this information. And remember as well, if you have any questions, you can drop them down below in the comments if you're live on Instagram or live on Facebook, either way. And thank you to all of you that are tapped in here to support. We'll be running for about an hour to an hour and a half today on this lovely evening of Thursday. Also 4/4, as we are stepping through the gateway of 4/4 here on April. And just know that tonight we're really kicking back. We're really taking it easy. And we're just going to be doing some screen share, visual presentations, going over each of the 12 chakras. And we will cover each of the 12 chakras when it comes to what they are, their characteristics, as well as what blockages and overactivations look like in each of the 12 chakras individually. And then we'll go over some crystals, foods and herbs, practices, affirmations, and other things that you can use in your day-to-day life to help balance, clear, and develop a more conscious, deeper relationship with each of your 12 chakras. So that's what we'll be covering here in this episode of Light Body Awareness 101, all about chakras part 2. And for all of you out there, you can watch the rest of the episodes in this series, which there are 2 so far. Light Body Awareness 101, all about the light body aspects. and then All About Chakras Part 1. These are both available on the YouTube channel, Sacred Light Healing and Wellness. And thank you to all of you that have watched, supported, participated, commented, and showed love on this journey as we explore the multidimensional bodies of the human being. And right now we are parked and we are in the destination of the dimension of the light body. And within the light body, we've been exploring the chakra centers, which are energy wheel centers that are a part of the light body. The light body is also known as the etheric body, the energy body, the metaphysical body. So for all of you that are tapping in for the first time, may not have been in any of my spaces yet, my name is Marcus. I also go by Crystallite. And I am the founder, the creator of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness. Where at Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, our core intention is to bridge and to bring together communities to be able to provide easier and more efficient access to everyday conscious, holistic living for your own well-being, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually in your day-to-day lives, whether it's you, your family, the children, the elders, and in between. We are open to all walks of life here at Sacred Light, as we are here to help spread Christ consciousness, spread the power that we each have within every one of our vessels and all around us, giving you the tools, giving you the knowledge, the wisdom to be able to think for yourself, act for yourself, and heal for yourself. So with that being said, I have podcasts, I have multiple online TV shows that I edit and produce myself. I do lives frequently, and these are all with this core intention of bridging community and providing easier and more efficient access to everyday holistic conscious knowledge, wisdom, and tools, as well as practices that you may utilize in your everyday life. So you within your own hands can experience and have the knowledge and be equipped in to be able to handle your emotions, your mind, your physical body in a sovereign independency. And with that being said, you're then able to be equipped and better suited to help your loved ones, your friends, your coworkers, community, and beyond. So that's the whole intention that permeates through Sacred Light Healing and Wellness and what it is that I do here. So a little bit more about myself. I am also a Reiki practitioner, crystal healer. I also do light language activations, galactic soul origin Akashic meditations. I also do chakra balancing. I create personal and customizable guided meditations professionally. I edit and produce them on audio level. I also do life coaching and life guidance to help with shadow work integration, patterns, habits, and routines, healthier communication, boundaries, cognitive distortions. I also do inner child healing. And much more. With that being said, you guys can actually go check out all of my services at sacredlight33.as.me. And you can actually directly go to each of my services, see the description about them, and you can directly book right there at that website link as well. And if you ever have any questions about who I am, what I do, the services that I offer, feel free to reach out. You can reach out to me here on Instagram, sacredlight33, here on Facebook, Crystal Light Robbins, or you can reach out to me through my email if you don't have social media, which is marcustut23@gmail.com. And I do have an announcement for each and every one of you guys out there. give you guys an opportunity to join me on Zoom on the 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be hosting another chakra empowerment flow shop, and this will be for the sacral chakra, as we'll dive into the sacral chakra, go in depth with characteristics, learn what blockages and overactivations look like, and how they can be looked at in our own life. And then I'll open up a journaling space to reflect on any blockages or overactivations that we can identify in our own personal sacral. Now with that, there'll be an opportunity to share out loud in the community space if you would like, receive guidance and reflection, and then I'll guide us through a sacral chakra affirmation meditation. So this will be coming up on the 14th of this month at 1 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. It's free donation-based sacral chakra empowerment flow shop. And you guys can just reach out to me if you would like the Zoom link in the boundaries, or you can go directly to that scheduling link again, sacredlight33.as.me, and it'll be right at the top, and you just book there.
Into the realm of your sacral chakra, that vibrant orange energy center located just below your navel that governs your creativity, emotions, and sensuality. If you've ever been curious about the profound impact this second chakra can have on your life, you're in the right place. Picture a radiant, swirling orange disk of light in your lower abdomen. This is your sacral chakra, also known as Svadhisthana in Sanskrit. As the center of our emotions, desires, and creativity, it plays a vital role in how we express ourselves and connect with others. When the sacral chakra is balanced, it's like a well-tuned instrument playing the symphony of life with passion, creativity, and joy. It fuels our motivation, stirs our passions, and allows us to enjoy the sensual world around us. But what happens when it's out of balance? You might feel a lack of motivation, creativity, or experience emotional instability. Physical problems can also arise, such as lower back pain or reproductive issues. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards healing. In this journey of self-discovery, one powerful tool to identify blockages in your own sacral center is journaling. Through introspective writing, you may uncover deep-seated emotions or experiences that have caused your sacral chakra to become blocked or imbalanced. But the journey doesn't stop there. In our community space, you'll find a safe haven for reflection and guidance. Here, you can share your insights, learn from others, and together we can navigate the path towards sacral chakra balance. Empowering your sacral chakra isn't just about identifying blockages. It's also about learning how to activate and stimulate this energy center. You'll pick up tools and techniques that can help you do just that. Whether it's through specific yoga postures, meditation, or even certain foods, you'll discover a myriad of ways to ignite the vibrant energy of your sacral chakra. To culminate this enlightening experience, Marcus Crystallite will guide you through a sacral chakra meditation. Through his voice, you'll journey into your inner world, tuning into the sacral chakra and nurturing it with healing energy. This empowering experience is a free donation-based flow shop, taking place on April 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's more than just a workshop, it's a transformative journey into the depths of your sacral chakra. So, are you ready to empower your sacral chakra and unleash your creative potential? Sign up for our Sacral Chakra Empowerment Zoom Flow Shop at sacredlight33. As me or click the link in our bio description. If you have any questions, feel free to direct message us. Unlock the power of your sacral chakra and embrace the vibrant creative energies that reside within you.
Marcus Crystallite here of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness. If you would like to join in and be a part of this chakra empowerment flow shop for the sacral chakra, coming up on the 14th of April via Zoom, you may go to sacredlight33.as.me and book directly there. Or you may direct message me with any questions, and I'll make sure that you get the Zoom link as well as the guidelines of the space. Wholeness, balanced love vibrations. So for those of you that are just joining me on this journey, feel free to subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, as this is a journey that is indefinitely moving, and I will be holding more and more spaces as we keep going until my purpose is no longer needed to be doing so. So just tap in, get yourself settled, enjoy the process, enjoy my content, and if you ever have questions, like I said, just reach out and I'll gladly answer them to the best of my ability, whether it's holistic questions, conscious questions, or anything regarding my services. Alrighty, so now to begin, I'm going to share with you guys a clip of Light Body Awareness 101, the first episode, and this is on the YouTube channel. To the light body aspects. And here I talk about what the light body is, what the energy body is, and then I talk about how the chakras are related to the energy body and the light body. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip for you guys. These chakras are energy portals. They are energy centers. They are wheels of light. You can describe it in any of these type of ways, as they have all been described throughout ancient texts. Now, your chakras are like your roadmaps, just like the light body is, because it's part of the light body. And what I mean by roadmaps is that each chakra, especially of the main chakras, carries different characteristics, different blueprints, and different codings from different dimensions of existence, according to the frequency that it resonates at. So the more that we have our chakras activated, balanced, and cleared, then the more that we have access and the more online the specific characteristics, energies, and qualities each chakra brings into our manifested material human life. The more blocked up the chakras, then the less we experience, the characteristics, the benefits, and the properties of what these chakras bring into our human life. And this can result in illness, imbalances, disease throughout the being. And then typically it'll tie into the different organs or different body parts that are encompassed by that chakra. And like I said, we'll go more in depth later on. All right. So that right there is just a little snippet to give you a peek at what I talk about and give us the knowledge on in the first episode of Light Body Awareness 101. So with that, you also learn about the basics of etheric or energy cords. I also go over the metaphysics of grounding. And then I also talk about activation. And then I talk about the full blueprint layout of what the light body is. So you guys can watch that anytime. That's the very first episode of this series that we're on right here. And then the second episode is all about chakras, part 1, where I tell you about how chakras are formed from the Kundalini or our life force energy, as well as the location of the 7 and the 12, and then a brief description of what they are. So now in this one, part 2 of all about chakras, we're going to dive fully into what each of the 12 chakras are individually. We'll go over blockages, overactivations, characteristics, as well as what type of crystals, foods, and other ways we can balance and clear that chakra. So now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up a diagram. And this diagram is going to help refresh us on what the layout of the chakras look like along the body, and how the flow of energy flows throughout the chakras in the body as well. We have here a diagram, and this diagram is showing you the subtle bodies or the different layers and bodies that we have when it comes to our multidimensional human being. So our human being is more than just a physical body. The physical body is actually our most dense layer, or our most dense body of our human being. So everything within our aura, or our energy field, makes up our whole human being. So our human being at the densest level, in its densest form, is the physical self. And then the next most densest but also lighter subtotal body after the physical, it's going to be your energy, metaphysical, or etheric body. And it's basically like an outlined energy body that encompasses the physical human body. And this etheric body acts as a blueprint system, a binding, a roadmap, a matrix coding system that is able to bind the rest of your bodies within your aura and your higher self to plug into your physical human holographic avatar. So without the light body, we're not able to experience any type of existence or life dimensions of light in this human vehicle. The human vehicle is not alive, it's not charged with energy and light on its own. We have what you can call spiritual energy, consciousness, chi, and other things that bring light into the physical hologram avatar. And this is what the energy body does. It is the way, it is the bridge for our light and for the different dimensions of energy to then be transferred and expressed and experienced through the human vehicle. So yeah, if you look here on the diagram, you have the physical, the subtle energy body, and then you have the emotional body, and then the mental body, and then there's astral and beyond. The chakras align right there along the physical body. They're not actually in the physical body. What is in the physical body that can represent or basically is synchronized to the chakras is our organs and glands throughout the body. So each of the 7 chakras encompasses different organs and glands in those areas of the physical body. So now here is another diagram to refresh us on the Kundalini energy, or our life force vitality. And here in this diagram, you can see the location of each of the 7, from the red root chakra at the base all the way up to the crown at violet. And we can see here down at the bottom, just to refresh, the Kundalini energy, or serpent energy, or vital life force energy. It's stored and coiled here at the root, the base. And then we rise or raise the Kundalini, or our vitality and life force energy, up through our column, the spine. And through that, once it begins to awaken and arise from the base where it's stored, just like the creator, it mimics the creator. From 1, it goes into 2. So when it arises and awakens, it then splits into 2. And that 2 that splits into is the divine masculine, the divine feminine, also known as the Ida and the Pingala. And then these energies split and start doing a dance, like the cosmic universe does, with the polarities of masculine and feminine. It starts to weave outward in the same parallel direction, and then weave back in simultaneously to where it touches and peaks. Now, when these masculine and feminine serpent energies touch and peak at the center that is where each chakra of our 7 major chakras are formed. So as you can see here on my shirt, you can see the locations of each. Kind of see how the colors and the ripples of energy expand in that area. So here in this image is showing you and demonstrating how this Kundalini energy flows up the spinal column and it weaves as the masculine and feminine. So now we're going to go ahead and start getting to our lesson on the chakras. And we're going to go ahead and hop into our first chakra, which is going to be the root chakra. All right. So the root chakra. The root chakra is located at the base of the spine. And each of the 7 chakras have a mantra that basically resonates and can be voiced and utilized to help bring activation and bring balance to the chakra. So the mantra for the root chakra is LAM, LAM. And just to give you guys an example of how to do a mantra, what I've been taught is you take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale out, you just push out the mantra. So you take a deep breath in, La. So those tones of each mantra resonate specifically to the same frequency and vibration of that chakra. So then it helps shake and waken up that energy center when we do that mantra. Now, traits of the root chakra, its most resonant frequency is 396 hertz. And you can use that through different sound healing practices or singing bowls. The color is red. Main characteristics of the root chakra, it stores our anger, resentment, fear, and pain. So if we have any of these energies present within our being, they're continuing to surface, impulsively pattern, they're shocking our system, really taking over the present. We can do direct root chakra healing and clearing to consciously release and dissolve these type of energies. This is why if we have a lot of this energy present in our being, we can find ourselves very unstable, very anxious, or very depressed, because it's blocking up our grounding cord or our base center that allows us to feel safe, secure, grounded, and at peace with this human physical life. Now, the chakra is also the main center for our connection to abundance in this physical earth life. It's also our connection to career and finances. And then it's also the energy center for fight or flight and survival. So if we're not taking care of our basic needs, our survival needs, we oftentimes find ourselves going into fight or flight mode very quickly. It's a sign of blockages within the root chakra. So now we're going to look at overactivations. So chakra means wheel of light or wheel of energy in Sanskrit. So it can be overactive as in spinning too quickly out of balance, or it can be underactive and blocked with resistance to spinning in balance. So when it's overactive in the root, it can look like being lethargic or abrasive, being edgy or having a lack of patience, being on overdrive, and being a workaholic. Next, we have blocks in the root chakra. Easily defensive, scattered emotional instability, past pains overtaking, money and career problems, disassociated from human life, and having a wild nervous system. So these are all symptoms and side effects of having a blocked root chakra. So now we're going to go into how we can proactively bring balance and activation and healing to the root chakra in our day-to-day life. And we're going to start with foods and herbs. The foods and herbs that you can use directly for the root chakra is beets, potatoes, carrots, onions, and garlic, so root vegetables, as well as beans and nut butters, and then the herbs ashwagandha, cloves, paprika, and rosemary. These are all excellent for activating and stimulating the root chakra. Next, we have crystals for the root chakra. And these are just some. There's of course more out there, but these are some of the main crystals that you can use for the root chakra in any of your practices or carry on you throughout the day. And that is onyx, black tourmaline, hematite, carnelian, red jasper, garnet, and obsidian. These are all wonderful crystals that you can use individually, paired together, to help with the root chakra. And of course, I always suggest looking deeper into each individual crystal, maybe Googling or researching or reading out of a book what each individual crystal does itself, as each one has its own unique blueprint. So some practices you can use for the root chakra. You can of course look up root chakra yoga postures. You can do conscious breathing for grounding. So just consciously think about grounding. Tell yourself that you're grounding and imagine your energy with every breath being guided down your nervous system and down your emotions and down your flow, all the way to your feet and all the way to the earth. And you just stay with that breath until you feel grounded. You can do that. You can of course go bare feet out on the earth, spend some time in nature and just let go. Then of course guided meditations as well as affirmations and using the sound healing frequencies. Another good way too of clearing and activating your root chakra could be stepping through your fears, doing new things that help you expand and be able to move through feeling stuck or feeling in fear. Next, we're going to go to the next chakra. As we rise up the column, we have the orange energy center, which is the sacral chakra. And that is located right below the belly button or navel. The audible mantra for the sacral is VAM with a V. So it'd be like this. And if you want to, you can do it with me. Take a deep breath in and then push out VAM through your throat. So deep breath in. VAM. Then you can just repeat that as many times as you would like, and you'll feel something, that's for sure. You'll definitely feel your chemistry change. Alright, so now traits for the sacral. We have the resonant hertz frequency is 417. Color is orange. This is the main center for sexual life force energy, as well as our sensuality and pleasure center. So our ability to feel emotions, our ability to feel emotional connection, our ability to feel our energy flow, to be able to feel the genuine blissfulness, the blessings, the upliftment of being alive, being in this human existence, being able to sense with your senses and feel the divine flow through energy. It's also the main energy center for the inner child. So if you have inner child wounding or childhood trauma, it oftentimes blocks up and stores into the sacral center, which is our biggest center for our inner child. And with that, it's also our main center for our divine feminine energy, our creative energy life force. And this is where it starts and begins to cultivate and also begins to become sensed and expressed. And then lastly, the sacral is our main center for the relationships in our life. And this is any relationship that we have. Overactivations in the sacral looks like leaking of sexual energy or inappropriate sexual behaviors, being overly affectionate to unhealthy outlets, being extremely immature. So these are signs of having an overactive sacral. Blocks in the sacral could look like sexual trauma, emotional wounds, having no passion, creative blocks, being afraid of intimacy, struggling to have fun, and fear of being seen. These are all blockages that can take place within your sacral chakra. So my question to you as we continue to explore through each of these chakras is, can you identify or can you see in your everyday life if there are any overactivations or blocks within any of these chakras? And what is it? And if you can identify one, maybe pull out your journal, write it down in your journal, and then we can think about some ways to help clear and balance and heal that aspect of our chakra. And if you guys discover anything, you can always reach out to me and book a service as well, and we can dive into it. So, foods and herbs that you can use for the sacral. We have oranges, mangoes, peaches, sweet potatoes, carrots, and apricots. Now you'll notice the theme, color. Color is going to be resonant on the vibration scale. So a lot of these foods are going to be the same color or a similar color to the chakra. You can also use flax, walnut, almonds, and sesame. Then also coconut and cinnamon. Crystals for the sacral. You have pyrite, tiger's eye, citrine, sunstone, orange calcite, unakite, moonstone, snowflake obsidian. So these are a few wonderful stones that you can use in your practices or carry on you to help keep a balance and activation to your sacral. And then some recommendations for practices for the sacral: dancing, listening to music that you enjoy, finding ways to move your body, ecstatic dance, hip movement, tantra practices, fire breathing. These are all wonderful ways of activating the sacral. Playing video games, watching anime, the things that you love as a child or as a teenager that keep you childlike. So next we have the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus is located in the abdomen. The color is yellow. And the mantra is Ram with an R. Just like Ra, the sun, solar plexus, also known as our personal inner sun. The mantra goes like Ra. Typically, you can feel that warmth start to expand. You can feel that stomach opening. Traits: the Hertz frequency for the solar plexus. We have 528 Hertz. Now, the solar plexus encompasses the stomach, the liver, and the gallbladder. And just to go back, the root chakra encompasses, for our physical, our genitals, as well as reproductive area. And then our sacral is going to be the ovaries, as well as the bladder. And then for females, anything else regarding that sacred area. So your fertility and things like that is going to be the sacral center. So the solar plexus is stomach, liver, and gallbladder. So if you have stomach issues, digestive issues, if you're having a lot of like stomach pains, solar plexus is the exact chakra you want to go to help clear. Now, this chakra manifests our willpower and our inner strength, as well as our confidence and self-esteem, our gut instinct. It's also the center of our ego, as in our image and self-awareness. It's also the center for self-control and decision-making. And lastly, our ability to take action. Now, the ego, we hear a lot of cliches out in the spiritual world and out in the world in general about the ego, and plain and simple, the ego is the human aspects of ourself. The ego is what allows us to experience as a human through this human vessel, to give us the illusion of what being is like. So the ego just needs balance with our higher self, our higher intelligence, our higher wisdom. It needs to be guided. It needs to be kind of guardianed and parented by our own higher self, our own higher intelligence within us. So it's not about having no ego. The ego is along the ride with us to give us the human aspects of ourselves. It's just about balancing the ego, not having it too high, not having it too low in the polarities, but having it balanced and tamed. Overactivations in the solar plexus can look like being egotistical or full of the self, demanding of others, possessiveness, being overly competitive and ambitious. Blocks in the chakra can look like judging or criticizing, low self-esteem, loss of will to live, digestive and diabetes, quitting quickly, identifying with the world, and being dependent on self-worth. All signs of having blockages within the sacral, or the solar plexus, sorry. Now moving over to foods and herbs that you can use for the solar plexus. You can use lemon, banana, pineapple, and squash, sunflower, dandelion, and quinoa, as well as ginger, turmeric, mint, and lemon balm. These are all wonderful to use for the solar plexus. Crystals. Good old crystal helpers for the solar plexus. We have fire opal, tiger's eye, sunstone, yellow jasper, brucite, gold obsidian, yellow sapphire. Some fun stones and crystals to connect with to uplift the yellow center. And if you guys have any questions in the live, whether it's on Instagram or on Facebook, feel free to drop it in the comments. Feel free to give feedback. Whatever you may feel in this sacred space today. So moving up now, we have the heart chakra. It's located in the center of the chest. And the mantra for the heart chakra is YAM. Y-A-M. So just be deep breath in. Ya. That's heart chakra mantra. Key with the mantras is you want to try to do same amount of time pushing it out with your mouth open, same amount of time pushing it out with your mouth closed. And it brings a nice balanced flow of pushing it out to activate into the world, and then also closing to then vibrate and bounce the energy back down into your physical heart center. The resonant frequency for the heart chakra is 639 hertz. The color is green. It encompasses the heart, the lungs, the chest, the arms, and the hands. It manifests the characteristics of unconditional love, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, gratitude, and balanced emotions. Balanced of the higher dimensions and the lower dimensions, which is why it's the fourth of the 7 chakras, the center between your upper and the lower. So overactivations in the heart chakra can look like being a caregiver or putting others first before your own well-being, having poor boundaries on where we place love. So if we're just constantly giving love to people that are treating us poorly, that are rejecting us, that are projecting onto us, that are controlling us, that are abusing us, this is a very, very clear sign of being overactivated in your heart center. And then lastly, we have empathically absorbing energies. So when you're overactive in your heart chakra, you're more susceptible to just unconsciously absorbing and taking on others' energies. And then next thing you know, you're full of their energy, their thoughts, their problems, and it mixes in with you, and you're just a big old mess. So that's why boundaries are key, especially when it comes to energetics, and knowing, how to have boundaries around what you're absorbing. So blocks in the heart chakra can look like feeling separate or alone, rejecting love or fearing intimacy, having bad blood pressure, lung and heart conditions, holding grudges, having trust issues, and a lack of sympathizing. Foods and herbs that you can use for the heart chakra. It's going to be leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, celery, basil, thyme, cilantro, sage, hibiscus, jasmine, rose, and moringa are all very good for the heart chakra. Crystals that you can use aventurine, rose quartz, jade, rhodochrosite, moldavite, aquamarine, emerald, and malachite. Next we have the throat chakra. And if you're watching it on IG and you want to see the visual presentation I have on Facebook Live, my Facebook is Crystal Light Robbins. That is Crystal Light Robbins. And you can follow me on Facebook to watch the screen share visual presentation. Throat chakra, located in the throat. The mantra is Ham, H-A-M. So just go like deep breath in. Ah. Traits of the throat chakra, we have 741 hertz frequency. Color is blue. It encompasses the thyroid, the mouth, the jaw, shoulders, and neck. It manifests as the dimensions of expressing emotion or voicing inner truth, putting forth our creative energy into masculine energy, our discernment system, our integrity, and our ability to translate dreams into form. So also, if you're someone that's a space holder, this is the main energy center for your patience in communication, as well as how open you are to being receptive to the information and the energy being shared. So throat chakra would be great to work on if you're about to hold, like a life coaching session or a therapy session or anything like that. Overactivations in the throat chakra can look like speaking over others, spilling out unmindfully, having no care to listen, and dominating others' beliefs. Blocks can look like having a hard time retaining or receiving information, cutting short receiving validation on one's own abilities. So that's basically, say you put time into something, and then someone that received or was there just gives you a positive compliment and wants to, give you some positivity for what you did. And instead of actually receiving it and just taking it in, we reject it. We deny our abilities. We deny our gifts. We act like we didn't do something good. So next we have fear of expressing truth or experiences. So any repression, any suppression of our inner truth, our abilities, or our expressions continues to layer and build and form into blockages within the throat chakra. And then lastly, thyroid, mouth, sinus, and ear issues are aligned with the blocks in the throat chakra. Crystals for the throat chakra, we have sodalite, lapis lazuli, chrysocolla, turquoise, labradorite, blue kyanite, angelite, and blue apatite. Foods and herbs that you can use for the throat chakra. We have grapes, berries, eggplant, kale, plums, slippery elm, chamomile, eucalyptus, peppermint, clary sage, and rosemary. And then some practices for the throat chakra. You could do some mirror practicing or mirror work, where you're voicing and expressing your vulnerability, your honesty, and continuing to practice that to yourself. You can also take speech classes as well as teaching classes. Practice holding space with your friends or family. Then of course there's different breathwork practices, yoga postures, and meditations you can use as well. Peace, love, and light to you as well. Vibrational positivity. Welcome in. Right now we are exploring through each of the 12 chakras, and we just made our way through the throat chakra, and we're now about to go over to the third eye chakra. And if you want to see this screen share visual presentation, you can tap in on my Facebook side where I'm live as well, and that is Crystal Light Robbins. And on that side you can see my visual screen share presentation. Let's go ahead and put it down here below for you guys. There you go. Appreciate you guys hopping in, joining in on this Instagram live. Alrighty. Welcome, welcome everybody on the Facebook side. Thank you to all of you that have been here. So now we're up to the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra is located between the brows, that is the eyebrows. And the mantra for the third eye chakra is Om. So A-U-M. Not Om, O-M, but A-U-M, Om. So it just go like this. Deep breath in through the belly. Ah. Third eye chakra mantra. Traits. 852 Hertz is the frequency that most resonates. The color is indigo. It encompasses the pituitary and the pineal gland, as well as the forehead, the eyes, the nose, and the brain. It also is responsible for our circadian rhythm and our biological clocks and cycles, our hormones and chemical regulation, and this is also our psychic sense connection, our intuitive guidance center, and this is also one of the main centers for astral travel and lucid states. This is also our main center for manifesting and projecting different dimensions into this physical reality to experience. As everything is mental in the universe, the law of mentalism. And this is also the main center for divine wisdom and insight. Our ability to decipher and see through the veil, be able to look through problems, see solutions, be able to see messages, see codes behind what's taking place. Overactivations in the third eye can look like having an ungrounded mind, so being racing with thoughts, continuously attaching to things mentally. Having mental manipulation upon others. So when we're overactive in the third eye, we can tend to overtrude with our beliefs. We can tend to kind of be forceful and manipulate what everybody else mentally believes. Overactive third eyes can also result into psychic attacks, being overly analytical, and you can also be psychosis-like, kind of in between dimensions, the physical and the other realms. And with that psychosis-like feeling can also bring you to ungroundedness of the physical body. So blocks in the chakra could look like head pressure, insomnia and nightmares, confusion on your life path, being under mind control, hard to see the bigger picture or solutions, cognitive distortions, and limited or degrading thoughts. These are all signs of having blocks within your third eye chakra. Foods and herbs that you can use for this chakra, we have red onion, cabbage, raisins. And then you want to avoid using things like sodium fluoride. So you want to avoid tap water with fluoride. You want to avoid taking in heavy dosages of fluoride through your toothpaste, as it corrodes the pineal gland. And as it corrodes the pineal gland, that also depletes your dopamine, serotonin, your melanin, and the things that help regulate your system. Allows you to be full of life, to feel in control of yourself. You can also use mushroom superfoods like reishi, lion's mane, cacao. Sacred cacao is a wonderful and beautiful spirit that you can utilize as well for the third eye, as well as the heart chakra. Then you can use rosemary, juniper, mugwort, valerian root, and kava. And I'll also add lavender as well. Third eye chakra crystals. You have terahertz. Terahertz is one of my favorites. It's not talked about. It's kind of a rare talked about crystal. Terahertz is good for psychic protection, as well as connecting you to the higher dimensional realms. So when I say psychic protection, it's not exactly like the black stones, like an onyx or a tourmaline, which is more of like physical, grounded, heavy connection and protection. The terahertz is more of a higher angelic, light vibrational, higher dimensional energy. So it's more for your psychic realms and your angelic realm protection. You also have amethyst, azurite, lepidolite, sugilite, indigo kyanite, iolite, and moonstone. These are all good crystals for the third eye chakra. And of course, there are more out there. Go ahead and take a pause for a moment. Let you guys grab some water, use the restroom, kind of freshen up a little bit, burn some sage if you need to. And I'll be back in just literally 1 to 2 minutes. I'm gonna grab some more water and I'll be right back. Marcus Crystallite here of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, and I have an awesome update for all of you that may be interested in having a holistic healing service by myself. I have a scheduling app that's now available for all of you, and you simply just go to sacredlight33.as.me, and then it's a very simple 3-step process. Step number 1, starting with going through the services and seeing what resonates for you, and clicking on book. And then from there, you just choose the time and the date, and then you choose the payment option. Very simple process. And then also, I have it linked in with Instagram. So if you're on Instagram and you would like to schedule through Instagram, you just go to the link in my bio and then click on book a service in YouTube, and it'll take you directly to the scheduling link. Then also, if you're on Facebook, you can go to my description, click on the link in my description, and that will take you directly to the scheduling app as well. And if you have any further questions, just feel free to reach out. And you can also email me at marcustut23@gmail.com. And I also do free first-time consultation sessions in case if you want to really be able to see what would resonate for you out of all the services and what could really tend to what you would like to put your intention. And I look forward to embarking upon this healing journey with all of you. Wholeness and balanced love. Okay. All right, we're back. We are back. We are back. All right, so we left off at crown chakra. Oh, I got my microphone. Guess I might need that. So we left off at the crown chakra. And the crown chakra is located at the top of the head. And the mantra for the crown chakra is Om. I'm sure you guys know Om, or you've heard of Om. And I'm sure you guys have also seen this symbol right here in the middle, which is the universal Om symbol. So, if you'd like to, go ahead and take an Om with me. Deep breath in through the belly. Om. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So traits of the crown chakra, its most resonant frequency is 963 hertz. Its color is violet. Direct connection to the violet flame as well. And it manifests the characteristics of the synergy of physical and mental energies. So it's the connection of physical and mental energies. It is the streamlined center to the spirit realm, as well as your connection to your higher self, to any of your guides, or to a higher power. It is also the portal for receiving download codes. So it's a direct center for where we receive heaven energies into our physical realm. And then it's also a center for our higher sense of unity, peace, naturally flowing through our being. Overactivations in the crown can look like spiritual ego highs, spiritual bypassing, polarized into light and neglecting our shadows, or believing that we are separate from darkness or from shadows, when we are whole and balanced of the whole contrast, Christ consciousness. Spiritual bypassing is saying basically, oh, everything is one. Everything will work out how it needs to because we are all one. And I don't have to do anything. I don't have to take any accountability. I don't have to be responsible. I don't have to put forward any action. I don't have to be the change at all. We're all one. So it's all good. And it's all going to happen for me in my life. That would be a sign of having an overactive crown. And sometimes we can get polarized into the light, to where we start judging the shadows, we start judging darkness, and then we forget we're the balance of both. So being overly stimulated with energy and download rates can also happen when you're overactive in the crown. Blocks in the chakra can look like low physical function, confusion, a lack of connection with source or higher self. Foods and herbs that you can use for the crown chakra. We have quinoa, purple rice, grapes, coconut, eggplant, purple kale, and dragon fruit. You can also use raw honey, cloves, and garlic as well. And I also want to add in there water. Water is one of the main things that you can use to help replenish and soothe your crown chakra, as well as your third eye. Water is excellent. If you're ever feeling a lot of head tension or feeling heavy in this area, try drinking 2 big cups of water. Not quickly, but just try to drink them, Don't take your time. Drink it pretty quickly. Don't force it. But, take down those 2 glasses of water. And what I've found is it'll instantly soothe and dissolve tension in my head. Water and hydration is a big key in our healing process and our ability to be fluid. Speaking of, hydration check for all of you guys out there. And if you don't have clean water sources, that may be something to ponder on. Something to change in your life is, how can you obtain a clean water source for you and your family at home? And you can always reach out to my good brother Alex Toth. On Facebook, he's Alex Toth, Toth. He is an entrepreneur of Kangen Water, or here on Instagram, Wisdom of Water. You guys can reach out to him for a Kangen machine, or you can reach out to me and ask questions about how to make shungite water at home. Something I've been doing for 5+ years. Alright, so crown chakra crystals. We have clear quartz. And clear quartz is the most diverse crystal there is. So you can actually use clear quartz for any chakra and any purpose and any intention, and it'll literally amplify it. So it's an amplifier of anything. It's that diverse. You have amethyst, howlite, lepidolite, selenite, fluorite, chariot, and moonstone. So that's your crown chakra crystals. So that does it for the 7 main chakras. Feel free to leave feedback and comments about the 7 chakras. Anything that may have stood out to you that you just learned or uncovered. Or if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. So now we're going to go ahead and make our way into what we call the 12 chakras. 12 chakras encompasses the 7 main chakras, plus 5 more. These 5 are more aligned with our energy light body rather than our physical human body. So these ones are not going to govern any of our organs except for the Earth Star chakra, as the Earth Star chakra has a direct connection to our physical life. So we're going to start with the Earth Star chakra. The Earth Star chakra is located below or between the feet. The mantra is Mani Padme Hum. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with that mantra, especially in Buddhist teachings. Mani Padme Hum is the mantra for the Earth Star chakra. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. So yeah, you just know, get into it, feel your inner child, feel your love, and just flow with it. And that's how you do that mantra. So the traits of the Earth Star, its frequency is 68.05 Hertz. Its color is brown or black. And then this one does connect to parts of the physical being, and it governs our electrical and meridian systems, as well as our sciatic nerves and sensory organs. The chakra anchors all of our other chakras and our whole entire being of our aura. So that includes the mental, emotional, physical, and astral bodies that we spoke on. They all get anchored and brought into harmony with the Earth's core. So it comes into harmony and synchronizes and grounds into not just the Earth's magnetic grid, but to the core of the Mother Earth. It's also a direct portal to Earth ancestors and Middle Earth beings such as elven beings, fays, fairies, ancestral dragons. Direct connection at the Earth Star. If you want to access your ancestral bloodline or any of our ancient history or ancient codes, any ancient beings, this is our foundation for our grounding and our life purpose. So the more healthier, the more strong this foundational chakra is, the more our life purpose energy and the more our Christ conscious light is able to ground and solidify into our human life. It's also where we can have direct connection to our past Earth lives. So we can do past Earth life incarnation clearing. And then this is where we access the elementals and all of Earth's children. So this is the animals, other humans. So overactivations in the Earth star look like receiving overwhelming collective energy. So we have a collective energy field, then we have an individual soul energy field, and you have the ability to illusionarily separate yourself from the collective energy field. You don't have to take on and receive the collective energy field. You're allowed to be in your own bubble and be in your own sovereign energy field. So if we're overactive in the Earth star, what we can find is we're just naturally taking up through the roots and through the Earth star up into our system, all the karmic patterns, all the traumas, and all the woundings of the collective and our ancestors. And that can be overwhelming, it can be overbearing if we're just unconsciously taking on and receiving all these energies from the collective. Being overtly concerned about world issues. So being extremely attached to propaganda, being attached to what's going on in the world and all the issues and all the people's shadows. We can really become over concerned with it and not know how to bring a balance and boundary to our own focus of life, to needing to cater and be a hero for the world. Blocks in the Earth star can look like disassociation, feeling not in the body, having bouts of psychosis and extreme paranoia. Oh, this is during and after rituals or practices. So this is why they say if you're doing energy practices to ground yourself before going into the practice. So then when you're grounded, you're anchored properly and you're not just taking on overwhelming energy. And what we can find too is if we're not grounded going into practices and moving with a lot of energy, we can then afterwards feel like we are a little bit too activated, a little too sensitive, or we could be very tender. And this can make us paranoid, put us in a psychosis place when we get done doing energy work. Blocks in the chakra can also look like being lonely or homesick, having nerve disorders, and then foot, knee, and leg issues. Foods and herbs you can use for the Earth star. It's going to be beets, carrots, parsnips, turnips, radishes, sweet potatoes, and potatoes. Earth star crystals, you have hematite, black tourmaline, black obsidian, black onyx, smoky quartz, fire agate, pyrite, and moldavite. And then practices, you could call on dragon energy, do dragon meditations. You can also do earthing with the earth, be out in nature, taking walks. You can also close your eyes and through your breath envision a cord of light flowing down you and out through your root, out through the soles of your feet, and then anchoring down into the core of the earth. And of course, you can play frequencies as well. Next chakra we have is the causal chakra. And the causal chakra is located at the back of the head. And the trait is, or the traits, it resonates at 426 hertz. And then it's the color white. And then it connects your higher light codes to your crown. So is what is connecting the heaven to the crown. It is where we observe the bigger picture. It is a direct portal to the angelic realms. It is also a portal to the central sun, as well as the moon and feminine energies. This is where we receive our peaceful, euphoric, and angelic bliss. And then lastly, this is our subconscious programming center. So if we need subconscious reprogramming, or we're having a lot of patterns in the subconscious, this is a direct center to go to for that type of work. So with that being said, you could do, paired up practices or intentions of working on the third eye and the causal, as the causal is your subconscious, your third eye is the conscious mind. And then what's going on in the subconscious then plays into your conscious mind, which is your third eye, also known as your projector as well. And then that projects your perspective into the reality that you're experiencing. So, balancing techniques that you can use for the causal, you could do Archangel Christiel connection, unicorn energy practices, so connecting with unicorn energy, doing moon phase rituals or connecting with the moon, and then calling in angels and guides and connecting with them. A few crystals that you can use for the causal, you can use opal, Lemurian quartz, angel aura, moonstone, and then I'll also add selenite as well. So what I'll do typically if I'm working on my causal is I'll lay down into meditation, then I'll take one of those crystals, I'll place it on the back of my head, gently lay my head on it, and then you have that crystal right there at the causal to help enhance your practice. Next we have the soul star chakra. Soul star chakra is located roughly 6 inches above the head. And the traits are the frequency of 1074, so that's 1074 hertz. The color is a white gold. And then this manifests the dimensions of accessing the Akashic records, our past life regression. This is also known as the shamanic spirit realms, or the other side, the psychic realm. This is also our ability to remember and embody being more than the human body. So anything to do with our timelines, anything to do with soul retrieval or fragmentation, past life regression, Akashic records, going into the other side for mediumship, the soul star is the direct center for all of this. So there's no foods and herbs when it comes to the soul star, the causal, and the stellar gateway, which is what we're about to cover last, due to it being located in the etheric body or the light body. But the crystals you can use for the soul star, you can use quartz, selenite, amethyst, and kyanite, and these will directly connect you with the soul star. And then if you're laying down, what you can do is you can place the crystal about 6 inches above your head, or just a couple inches, and then mentally know that it's connecting with your soul star. Alright, so last one, because the 12th chakra is the universal Christ chakra, which isn't exactly a chakra, it's just a veil, and it's a veil between nothingness and existence, and it's called the universal Christ chakra. So this is technically the 11th chakra, the stellar gateway, but this is going to be the last one that we're going to go over due to the universal Christ not having chakra properties. So the stellar gateway is located roughly 18 inches above the head, and it traits 16,384 hertz is the frequency. The color is gold orange. And then it manifests the dimensions of your soul origin awareness. So being aware of your higher self, your soul level self. It is also the crown chakra of the 12 chakras, so to say. So just like how the crown connects the physical to the energy body, this connects the energy light body to the higher self. This is also our direct access to our Merkaba light body vehicle for astral travel. And then this is also where you access the codes and blueprints for your higher purpose, your soul mission, and it is the Galactic Energy Center. So you can also restructure your metaphysical blueprint through this energy center, the Stellar Gateway, and you can connect directly with Archangel Metatron for assistance in restructuring, as well as ascending and activating your higher light body blueprints. So blocks in the chakra can look like experiencing disconnection from higher self-consciousness, blockages in connection of integrating the light body codes and your soul blueprint mapping into your aura and then into your physical human life. Oh yeah, that's right. So that's the Stellar Gateway that I actually forgot. This would actually be considered the 11th and not the 12th, with the Universal Christ being the 12th. And that is our last one we'll be touching on here, and that is the higher heart chakra. So the higher heart chakra is located at the top of the chest, where the regular heart chakra is the center bottom of the chest. And the traits are 128 hertz. The color is aqua or pink. This encompasses the nerves, the breast, the blood, and the hands. It's also the governor of our immune system. It is the center for our ability to transmute darkness into pure love and light. It is our ability to access joyful energy. It is our ability to have faith and tolerance through life circumstances and experiences. It is also our detached higher Christ love center. And it is also our center that bridges our intellect with our emotions. So this is the main center for us to be able to develop tolerance and patience with going through shadows, going through flaws, other humans making mistakes, and being able to just know that you're divinely connected and we're meant to be in this contrast experience going through different shadows and light. And with that, you're able to give more unconditional love to yourself and others. Blocks in this chakra can look like feeling unworthy, mistrusting your own intuitive nature, rejecting one's own emotions, and not knowing your purpose. And then higher heart crystals. We have jade, emerald, green calcite, rose quartz, pink tourmaline, and aventurine. And that right there is a nice journey through the 12 chakras. If you guys have any questions at all, like I've said, just reach out to me. Feel free to put it in the comments. Feel free to give feedback on how this lesson was. If everything came through clear for you, and you were able to develop a deeper awareness about the chakras and how you can connect to them in a healthy relationship in your everyday life. And if you are someone that would like to go deeper into your own personal chakra system regarding your present well-being, and you want to be able to bring balance to your mental, emotional, and physical life through the chakras, you can reach out to me and we can book a chakra empowerment one-on-one session, or you can always book Reiki and other practices as well. But with my chakra empowerment one-on-one sessions, you get to choose the chakra, and then we go deep into what that chakra is. We help identify any blockages or overactivations in your life when it comes to that chakra. Then we journal it out, reflect on it. I give some guidance and feedback, and then I lead us through a guided meditation for that chakra. All right. Just a reminder for all of you out there, coming up on the 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern, I will be holding my next Chakra Empowerment Zoom Flow Shop. And this will be for the sacral chakra. And in this space, it's pretty much just like the Chakra Empowerment one-on-one space. I will be covering the sacral chakra in depth, giving you blockages and overactivations and what they look like. I will then open up a community journaling space for journaling reflection upon any blockages or overactivations that we can identify in our current and present life. And then you'll have an opportunity to speak and share and reflect within the community space if you wish. And then I'll lead us through a sacral guided meditation. So that's a free donation-based space coming up on the 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And you guys can go directly to sacredlight33.as.me or the links in my bio here on Instagram or in the description on Facebook. And you can book directly through that link. It'll be the first one on the top, and just click on book. You guys can also reach out to me, and I can send you the Zoom link and the boundaries as well. So that does it for this edition of Light Body Awareness 101, all about chakras, part 2. Thank you to all of you that have supported me along this journey. Thank you to all of you that are new. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, sacredlight33, Facebook, Crystal Light Robbins, and subscribe on the YouTube channel, Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, to keep up with my content, to support, to receive, as well as be able to have the opportunities to come on to my spaces as a guest, as I do offer sacred community space for guests, other practitioners, teachers, and conscious like minds to be able to hop on and be a part of this collective evolution as well. All right. Everybody have a blessed, beautiful day. Enjoy your weekend. I am Marcus Crystal Light of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness. This was Light Body Awareness 101, all about chakras part 2. This will be up on YouTube within the next couple of days, and you'll be able to watch a more full YouTube edition there. Thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you guys. I'm grateful for the support. Have a wonderful night. Wholeness and balanced love.